Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's Marco Collective Gamer 77 here, and today I am glad to have received my Dragon's Lair 1/6 scale cab from Replicade. I actually backed this November 1st of 2019, and today is the 5th of November 2020. It's been over a year since I backed this project. Very glad to have backed this project. Dragon's Lair was one of those games that when you saw it in the arcade, you couldn't believe it. I mean, at that time, everybody was used to, Pong, ColecoVision, really, 16 colors at most games. And then going into your local arcade, even though this was $1 at the time, when most arcade games was maybe a quarter, to see this running full screen, full video was amazing. And of course, you died very quickly. I admit I did not play it much in the arcade because at $1 a play, it was a little too pricey, whereas I could play more games with the quarter machines. This cabinet by Replicade is very well made. And fortunately, with all the folks that are buying it now, they're really, I would say, a good beneficiary of the Kickstarter backers. I myself is one of them that was able to bring some of the extra pieces as far as bonuses for this Dragon's Lair cabinet. So thanks for them being the goals. This is their first cabinet that actually has HDMI out. And later on, you'll see some video of the HDMI video out going to my projector. It's a little blurry, but it's not bad. It definitely looks better on that smaller screen, and it's definitely a product of that time. I mean, the game itself, back in the late 80s, maybe 90. I honestly can't remember when this first came out. But, we definitely were not in the even progressive scan type of video back then. The cabinet itself is, of course, 1/6 scale, so full 12 inches tall, same as your other ones. It does have a lit marquee, which is amazing. It also has a scoreboard, which shows the number of credits, lives, high score for the actual unit itself. Buttons are pretty straightforward. You've got the joystick, you've got the sword button on either the left or right side in red, and then you've got the white button for single player, and then the second two-player, where each player has 5 lives each, and they pass back and forth. Going down a little bit lower, you see this kind of faux coin slot, which is actually active, and it does even open as well. The left coin slot adds coins, and then the right coin slot actually gets into the settings menu. The cabinet itself is made out of wood, and honestly, like their other ones, it is pretty jaw-dropping how well it mimics the arcade unit. The speakers themselves are good. They're not as loud as the Street Fighter ones, but I think that's more of the game itself versus the actual quality of speakers. So I'm going to rotate this around so you can see the back. And here is the back of the unit. And as you can see, as I zoom in here, you've got the power on-off, the volume slider, USB mini to basically power and charge the unit, 2 USBs if you wanted to use a controller, and also here is the full-size HDMI out. And then, of course, last but not least, you've got the drawer where back in the day you would actually have the Laserdisc player tucked in, and they actually did a really good job. They even included a small remote for the unit itself. And let me slide this drawer out here. If you decide not to have the Laserdisc in the drawer, you could put the USB cable and everything else in there. It's a little tough to get it out one-handed, but here we go. And here's the unit with the actual little mini replica Dragon's Lair Laserdisc inside. This is, of course, removable. It's got a nice gloss to it. It's even got the touch sensitive buttons back in the day, 4 rubber feet, and then faux sticker outputs, inputs, and again, very well done. Fortunately, I did actually back this, so I did receive the keychain, which is a nice heavy weight to it, which is also backlit. Forgot to put the little remote there. The speakers are right here and where the sound comes out. And again, it's a little softer. So here it is if we went all the way down. And then all the way volume up.
Dragon's Lair, a fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight on a quest to rescue the fair princess from the clutches of an evil dragon. You control the actions of
all the details. The marquee is also lit as well. Very even. It's a little harder to see since, of course, the unit is on, and I've got lights in here so you can actually see the unit. Again, very well done. Stickers have been placed near the middle, which Replicade or New Wave Toys has actually given us at least the backers, an option of where they wanted to put the sticker. Either we could have chosen to put it in the middle, like so, or actually have us put it on ourselves. I voted for the middle because I am horrible at putting stickers. So this, I think, works best for everyone. And as previously mentioned, if you back this project on Kickstarter, here is the included coin slot keychain made out of fairly heavy metal. It does also light up, and as the batteries are already built in. You can purchase this separately. And then following up, you've got the manual for Dragon's Lair. Pretty straightforward. This is the front cover is actually a replica of the original manual. Of course, inside reflects the new game. And now we've got HDMI output to the projector. I do stand corrected. I had originally said late 80s, but actually this game came out in 1983 in the arcades. I can't believe it's already been that long. If you're a fan, you've already got this piece. If you're a fan from watching Stranger Things and wanted this in your own home and didn't want a full-size unit as that would take too much space, I do recommend this 1/6 scale. Again, it's 12 inches, fits perfectly well on the shelf or even on your desk. It's very well made. It's quality. The joystick itself is sturdy, along with the buttons itself. If you also wanted to play via, USB gamepad or even on the joystick, you can plug it in from the back. So that way, if you don't want to accidentally break the sticks or the buttons while you're trying to play this game, you could do that as well. Now, when I backed this on Kickstarter, it was actually only $90. I was an early backer, again, way back in November. Now I believe it retails between $110 to $119. You, of course, can get it on Amazon. You can also get it on Big Bad Toy Stores, so there's definitely no lack of places where you can buy this from. I definitely recommend it, especially if you're a fan. It's great to have these units. This is only my second one. I'm hoping they release more of the 90s arcade games in this size, especially for the ones that really speak to my youth or, the games that I grew up with. But this one, definitely great to have at home. I actually even have this game on the Switch, both physical and digital, just to play it. So I'm glad to have the arcade at home. and you really can't go wrong with this unit. The frame resolution and the frames aspect ratio is perfect, unlike the Street Fighter one, which was a little bit off. Again, the quality as far as the build materials, the fit and finish, completely on point. I definitely easily recommend this arcade cabinet mini if you have room in your collection and you're a fan. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.